What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's been a minute. Haven't been on YouTube in a long time. I can't say a long time, but I haven't been on YouTube for a minute. A lot of things happen, and I like to talk to you guys about, the realest of the intertwining part of the business that people don't really talk about. People are starting to put their toes in the water and talk about it, but I really want to talk to you guys about it. So kick back, you already know, let this little intro play, and we're going to get back. What's good, man? So I feel like a radio DJ. Like, welcome back to Triple D's Lawn Care and Services. No, just joking. So what I want to talk to you guys about is a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about, but over the past week and a half, something happened to me. So I got my truck impounded. Yes, impounded. They took it. They locked it up. And it was at a pretty jacked up time because right now in Georgia, Hinesville, Georgia, by Savannah, Savannah, Georgia, people are calling. People need yard work done. People need cleanups. So I kind of want to talk to you guys about a couple things. We all know Seth the lawn surgeon. He is the biggest procrastinator. Like, he is a professional procrastinator. He is a rank high of all the procrastinators. He is like, if you had to procrastinate in Olympics or in a sport or any of that, he's gonna win. But at the same sense, I feel the same way. I procrastinate because it makes you kind of, man, imagine how good you would have done if you had the whole week to figure it out, but you just did all that in like 25 hours. I mean, in less than 8 hours. But that's not what we're talking about. We're rewinding back to a truck got impounded. The truck got impounded because Dante, no one else, got pulled over. Now, as Dante gets pulled over, not sweating it at all, I'm like, okay, probably speeding, but no, I wasn't speeding. Taillight got to be out. It got to be, because I wasn't speeding. I'm in the neighborhood. People know my truck and trailer. I mean, I'm not out causing a ruckus. I'm not out getting into stuff. I just make money. So I get pulled over, and I get my license, and I do all this on paper now, so I had to look up my insurance card. Well, I asked him why I got pulled over, and he's like, oh, we just do random checks on plates, so just a random plate check. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not sweating it. I know I have everything. He says, and your plate comes up as you have no insurance. And I'm like, what? No insurance? Like, I literally make sure my insurance is paid. So after I try to pull up my insurance, don't got really good service, can't pull up my insurance on the phone, don't have a paper one. Yes, you guys are going to say, why don't you leave one in your truck? Okay, I don't got one in the truck. So I get out of the truck because he asked me to get out of the truck. He waited 25 minutes for me to get this, try to find my insurance. I couldn't. So he's like, we got to tow it. I'm like, but my friend's house is like right there. I could park it there. He's like, no, people jump back in their truck and then they're gone and reliable. So we're going to tow it. I'm like, okay. Side note, remember this conversation. I believe the towing was going to be like maybe $100, $120. All right, back to the conversation. So they tow it. My homegirl Sharon came pick me up, and yeah, that's it. I was pretty shitty, you know. And I wasn't shitty. I was just like, why do I not have insurance? So I'm like, just pissed. So the next day, I go to work at Walmart, and throughout Walmart, I kind of dip out and I try to figure out where this went wrong. So I'm calling my insurance company. And prior to that, now that night, I stayed up late trying to call my insurance company, but you know, it was Sunday, no one was really open, and I knew it, but I still was trying. Don't know why. This backpack blower is the BR600 that you guys looking at. I mean, this thing is a beast. I have the newer, the 800, but I love this one. This is my go-to blower. This is the blower that I use. The BR18 is too bulky. This thing's like broken in. This is, like I said, this is my blower. But back to what I was telling you guys about. So I try to figure out like why, where did I mess up? How did I mess this up? You know, I don't have people to lean on back here. So like if I'm out here in Georgia by myself, if I mess up or anything happens, that's it. I got like 3 good friends out here that really got my back. And I definitely can't discredit that. But other than that, I don't like to keep, you know, I don't like to ask for help. That's not me. I'll just figure it out. So, finally figured out what's wrong. Finally figured out how Dante didn't have insurance on his truck. So, they do all this paperless billing. And I fill out all my cell phone. It gets electronically taken out. My rent, like everything gets electronically taken out. So like it is what it is. It comes out. Make sure there's money in the bank, it'll come out. Well, I guess when I filled out the thing on the computer for the electronic billing, I probably fell asleep or dozed off. But anyhow, I didn't fill it out properly. So for 1 year, I've been riding around with no insurance because I thought they were taking it out of my account. My account. My business insurance, which is like $200 some, you know, and that's all the weed whackers, the lawnmower, you know, all that. It was showing on there. I got everything done at the same time. Yes, I should have checked. Y'all probably like, you should have checked, should have looked. Oh yeah, I should have done a lot of things, but I didn't. So now here's where the fun becomes. Now I have to figure out how to get my truck back because Dante has no money because I'm working at Walmart and Walmart is just getting me by. And I'm already booked the plane ticket because I had to shoot out of town and shoot back into town. But that'll be a whole nother story also on its own. So I had to shoot out of town and shoot back into town. And I already paid for that ticket like months in advance. So it was already dedicated. I had to go. But now the truck's down. Well, locked up. And so I called them. Before I called the insurance agency, I'm like, hey, you know, Haley, what's going on? You know, whoop, whoop. And she was like, yeah, so you haven't been making your payments. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, so usually they cut your insurance, you don't make payments. And I was like, yeah. And I told her I thought it was on auto pay, and she seen that all my other payments were made like boom, 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 non-miss. So she's like, it just was like, it was a legit accident. Like I just thought I was getting auto pay. So she said, let me see what I can do. But now I have a lapse on my insurance. So through the computer, I look like a young 16-year-old kid just getting his license. I'm a high risk. You know, I worked my butt off to get my insurance decent. My insurance was decent. I mean, I worked my butt off. You just see me trying to pull my pants up because they're falling off because I'm losing my butt. Because all the weight I'm losing out here. But anyways, like, I worked hard for my insurance to be where it was. So I waited like 2 days and she didn't have nothing. She was telling me something about the underwriters were going through reviewing it all. So I ended up going to another company and got insurance through another company. All right. Now I went from paying $90 for like everything to now I'm paying $114 for just my truck. Yeah. Kind of pisses me off. So, and this is all me. I made the mistake. I didn't double check stuff. This is me. So now I call around and I'm like, that's the best I can find. So I jumped on it, gave him the money, and now I'm making the payments. 4 days later, she calls me and she's like, we got your insurance together. You can stay with the regular price. I'm so excited that I can stay with the regular price. It's $101, and that pays for everything. Full coverage on the truck, everything. Business, trailer, equipment, that's everything. $101 compared to paying $140 for just a truck. So now once I get this money back up, I have to purchase that insurance, drop that insurance, and I'm back on my merry way. Here's the kicker. I called the tow company. Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for towing my truck. Could you tell me how much that is? You want a breakdown of it, or do you want the total price? And I was like, just give me the total price. Like, what's the breakdown? Like, what, you guys towed it? Okay, police charges, whatever. She's like, oh, it's $475. I'm like, $475? What the hell do you guys do? I was like, you guys some crooks. Y'all some straight crooks. And she was like, calm down. I'm like, no, I was acting I was a dick. I was like, y'all gonna give me my truck. I don't know what y'all trying to do, but y'all trying to make money off of this or something. I don't know what y'all doing. But I was just pissed because like I wasn't expecting that much money. So then I was like, so what's the breakdown? Might as well tell me the breakdown. And she's like, oh, well, right here in front of me. She's like, well, it's a $225 tow. I was like, $225 tow? You guys went 3 blocks, maybe 4. Give them credit. She's like, well, it's a custom vehicle. How is lifted? So it's still $225? I was like, okay, I'll roll with it. What's the next one? They had a mission fee. $97. Then it's $25 storage fee per day. We're on the 4th day. That's $100. Then the police department had a $75 hold on it. And my license plate was suspended as soon as I got pulled over the following night. And that was $85 to unsuspend it. So, yeah. $300 some dollars I really didn't have. Then to get my insurance back on was $2. And then we had to go pay the plate, which is $8. So I'm already at like $800. Now remember, guys, this could all have been avoided if I just paid my bill. And you know, I've been struggling. Don't get me wrong. I've been struggling with the bills because I'm on Walmart and I'm not making that good grass money. That cash with the grass money. So, as I'm trying to figure this all out and really wrap my mind around it, you know, I was like, whatever, I'll come up there and get my truck. Let me figure this insurance out. Y'all some crooks. You know, I don't know how y'all sleep that good at night. Yeah, all right, they sleep good at night because they know every time they lay their head down, it's another $25 for everybody up in that impound. So, boom, they sleep real good. Shoot. So, I go, take care of the insurance, get it all squared away, and I'm like, the insurance is like, jank. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's like Wish, where you can buy stuff and they show you something really sweet and then you get what you get. I just felt like, man. So, get my insurance. Now it's time to go get a truck. I call her. I'm like, hey, I'm going to get a truck. Number he gave me, went straight to the tow truck dude. He's like, call the office. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Number on the back. I was like, okay. So I called the office and asked for the lady, and she's like, for the Sierra? I was like, yes, the truck. She's like, all right. She's like, I just want you to know that, you know, the police set the price and the police set the rates, and we have nothing to do with that. We just have our fee on there of storage. She's like, and you were really pretty harsh the other day, and it kind of scared me. And I was like, my bad. You know what? I was just ignorant. I was irritated. She's like, my brother will be here when you pick up the truck. I'm just want to make sure someone's here. You sound very mad, and I was like, that's fine. And then I get there, and I start talking to her, and she's cool as hell, and she understood that I was just mad, and usually shit rolls downhill, and she caught it. So I felt stupid, I felt unprofessional, but you know what? It just you can only do so much, and then everybody has a breaking point, and that was my breaking point. So I got the truck out. Now it's time to make money. I got like $15 in the tank, so I don't got much gas. So all the moves I make, I gotta make sure I make the right moves because I don't want to backtrack and waste gas. And then on top of that, 2 days later, I'm jumping on the plane to go to Ohio. So now I'm in Ohio. I'm doing my thing out there, and we're riding back. I'm picking up phone calls, but I still gotta get back. So now we took a trip. We're back. Guys, I get back, and I got some work lined up. Like, this is one of the jobs right here. I kind of wanted to talk about this job right here, too. And if you guys really sticking through this video right now, then you'll understand with this. Make sure you guys price properly. I got played on this job because I'm always trying to be nice. You know what? I got there, and she was like, do you want to do, can you cut the property? I was like, well, I got to clean up all these leaves first. Now that I got my new mower, I don't just run over a bunch of crap no more. Like, I just don't do it. I don't know what I did. So I was like, oh, I gotta pick all the stuff up. My leaf cleanup started at like $250, $275. You know what? And that's what I should have charged her. And I'm like, oh, there's not that many leaves. I'll do along the fence and whoop whoop whoop. And I said I'll do it for $150. And she's like, well, you cut the stuff in the front, and I'm thinking a couple clips, snips in here. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, 6 hours later, guys, I jacked myself up on this house. Like, basically, it was a charity. It's cool though because you know what, the lady, she looks out for me. She tells so many people about me, and that's one of the reasons I don't mind going out of my way for this certain customer, because she's always pushing my business through any way she can. So I appreciate that. And that's why I wasn't that mad about the price. But I wasn't. And she keeps me working, so it's cool. It's all cool. But if it was another customer, and I would have done it for this price, I'd have been pissed. I'd have been pissed because I let myself do that, accept that price. And when you do a job and you priced it too low, you priced too low because when you're working, you're like, man, I could have been going to these other houses and making this. Instead of being here 6 hours, I could have made this in 45 minutes at one house, 45 minutes at another house. I could have made this in 2.5 houses. So, that being said, you kind of get irritated that you're working, but you know what? You set the price, you told them that's the price. So, like a man of all men, you stick to what you say. And in this business, if you don't stick to what you say, then you probably won't be getting called back because you're not considered reliable. So if you mess up, but that's your fault. Quick note on when you guys do estimates, don't do on the spot estimates, because that's what got me. I done it on it. I was like, oh, it'll be this much, and then I forgot about the disposal, and it's just you don't do on project unless you're like Keith Kalfas and you got like the printer and all that stuff in there. Then hey, do it. But I wouldn't recommend doing any of that stuff. So that being said, now that I got the truck out, I'm at this property right here. We're getting it in. It's a lot of dust. It really kills my blades with the walnuts and everything else. It's just a lot on my blades. And I don't, like I said, I don't run over anything crazy anymore with my mower. Because before I was like, mulch it all up. I'm going to cut the world. Like woo, the monkey. He takes mowers in swamps, muds, ponds. Shoot. Me, no. Also, I'm kind of rambling now because I talked about the whole truck and how that happened, but I've been running Eagle for about half a month. Haven't really had much time to figure it out and use it, but I have had time to use it, and so far I'm pretty impressed with it. It's a pretty fancy little system. So I'll definitely talk to you guys a little later. I'm gonna get up out of here. If you feel like it, you can ride out with the rest of this video. It's probably like 10 minutes left, and it's just me finishing up on the cut, and that's about it. Oh, a couple people asked me about my Gravely, since we're here right here and it's right in front of me. People asked about the Gravely, how do I like it versus sitting down, and like I said, it has a lot of ups and downs to the sitting down and the standing up, so it's not like I can just answer that with one solid question. I just know standing up compared to the sit down, the price was almost a $4,000 difference. So we went with the stand up one. If the prices wasn't that lean, I probably would have had a sit down. But honestly, I like the stand up. It's pretty cool. It's slick. It's a head turner. It's different. It's not really hard on my legs yet. I haven't noticed anything crazy. It's a pretty smooth ride, and I can't complain. It has really good quality cut. So if I had to pick between stand on and the sit down, I think I would stick with the stand on. I would stick with the stand on. It's just an overall sweet machine, and I think it's just different. It's unique. So Eagle been using this equipment too. I told you guys about this, so I'm getting the batteries down, and I'm making a little investment with batteries, and I have multiple batteries right now. I have two 2.0s or 2.5s, whatever they are. I have two 5.0s, and then I have a 7.5 amp batteries. I'm debating if I want to just get 7.5 and buy 10 of them, which is going to cost some money because they're probably like $300, $280 a piece. But I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at this as a long-term investment, like the mower. The mower I purchased for $8,000, and it is what it is. So I purchased all this Eagle equipment. My Eagle dealer, he's a hell of a man. Gave me a hell of a deal. And make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe too to this channel. I like all the feedback I get on it. I'm actually going to start digging into my YouTube channel to figure out why I'm not getting a lot of subscribers, because I've been on here for a minute. I have good content, good quality content, and I just don't understand why it's not pulling the people. So I have something definitely not right on my channel, on my page. I wish I could just pay someone to just burn through my channels and see where it's slacking so it could take care of it. But I don't think people do that, so I'm gonna have to just do it when I get some time. People trying to text me when I'm on YouTube doing a blog. I missed the call. All right, so I gotta go. You guys finish this out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too long, too tedious. But other than that, this is Triple D's Lawn Care. I treat your yard like it's mine. I mean, that's all I do. Is when I come to people's properties, I feel like it's my property, so I do it like I would do my property. I enjoyed all the work I did at this house. This house turned out really good, and the customer was very happy with it. And like I said, guys, make that money, shake that grass, and get that cash.